We put the seed from the ups, then the ups too. From the ups too. Pull that up, listen. It's my studio.
But I'm looking at the news, man, and these people trying to destroy the hood. So what's the point of me beefing with you over a hood that they trying to kill both of us in? I think we got some bigger issues. I think we got some bigger beef going on. What's beef? Was somebody trying to stop you when you trying to eat? When they see you living neat and now they on the creek. When they see your kindness and they thinking that you weak, then they go and steal your peace. That's beef. Who put the C in front of op? Them the ops too. They holding needles, giving shots. Them the ops too. They pumping drugs on your block. Them the ops too. Won't spread the news that we the Jews. Them the ops too. Now what's beef? Goofy, moron, buffoons. Talking to all you idiots. Talking to all you fools. We plan to get
Shalom, by the way. Shalom, peace, grace, love.
Every time they move, they take your blood, then plant your blood. They think you acting, nigga. One at the crime scene, but your blood is matching, nigga. Can't see the signs, you blind as a mole with some bat wings, nigga. I know some crack fiends who ain't lining up for no vaccine, nigga. Man, they pushing this too hard. They plans way too flawed. It's gonna blow up in their face, and I can't wait to applaud. They killing
Part
leaders
1,
out of Africa,
the
cause
foundation.
they smoking all of them frauds, and we need to come together, cause this is way too large. What's beef? Was somebody trying to stop you when you trying to eat? When they see you living neat and now they on the creek. When they see your kindness and they thinking that you weak, then they go and steal your peace. That's beef. Who put the C in front of op?
Them the ops too.
They holding needles, giving shots.
Them the ops too.
They pumping drugs on your block.
Them the ops too.
Won't spread the news that we the Jews.
Them the ops too.
Now what's beef?
Part 1, the foundation. 1, introduction, the search for truth. For 7 days and 7 nights, we have engaged in a study that goes beyond mere academics. We have been reconstructing the puzzle of human history. We have looked at the maps, read the ancient books, analysed the languages, and found the connections that the world has missed. This document is a synthesis of all that work. It is not theory, it is evidence. It proves that the people known as black people and indigenous people are not separate groups, but the descendants of the ancient Hebrews, the children of Israel, scattered across the globe according to prophecy. We will show you the books, break down the words, lay out the geography, and reveal the mysteries of heaven. 2. The ancient texts are a foundation. To understand who we are, we must go to the sources. We do not rely on opinion, we rely on the written word. The book of Joshua, Sefer HaYashar, and the sun stood still and stayed until the people had avenged themselves upon their enemies. Is not this written in the book of Joshua? Joshua 10:13. The book of Joshua is known as the book of the upright. It is referenced twice in the Bible itself, giving it supreme authority. What it teaches us. The migration. Joshua gives the most detailed account of how the tribes were scattered after the Assyrian and Babylonian captivities. It explains that they did not just disappear, they travelled westward and southward. The laws. It records that even in exile, the people retained the covenant. They practiced circumcision, kept the dietary laws, and maintained their tribal structure. This explains why we find these exact practices in West Africa and amongst the Bantu people today. The genealogies. It confirms the lineage of Esau and Jacob, showing how the families intertwined and spread into different nations. The Dead Sea Scrolls, discovered in 1947, these scrolls date back to the time of Christ and contain texts that were hidden for 2,000 years. The Melchizedek Scroll, 11Q13. This is one of the most important texts for our study. It explicitly states that Melchizedek is not a human king, but a divine being. It identifies him as Michael, the archangel, the prince of light, and the great high priest. He says he will stand up in the last days to judge the world and deliver the saints. It confirms his role as the mediator between God and man. The Temple Scroll. This describes the heavenly city not as a simple town, but as a complex structure with 12 gates, one for each tribe. This is the blueprint we use to map the world. The Book of Jubilees. This book divides history into periods of 49 years, Jubilees, and explains how the earth was divided among the sons of Noah. The key revelation, Ar-Zaruf. Jubilees is the primary source for the term Ar-Zaruf. It states that when the 10 tribes were taken captive, they were brought to a land which never man had dwelt before. Eretz Akaret, the other land. This land is described as being beyond the river and across the great waters. This is the Americas. Some hidden truth, you get, man. The Westminster Reference Bible. This is the most complete translation available, containing the apocrypha, marginal notes, and cross references that other Bibles remove. Revelations 5 and 6. 5 and verse 6. It clearly shows the 7 eyes and 7 spirits are the fullness of God's power. Zechariah 4 and 10. It confirms that the eyes of the Lord run to and fro throughout the whole earth. Isaiah 11, it details the sevenfold spirit resting upon the breach. Strong's Exhaustive Concordance. This is the master key to the language. It gives us the original Hebrew and Greek words and the exact meanings. We use it to look up Kidron, Yehuda, Arzaroth, and Shalom. It proves that the meanings are consistent across time and distance. Zondervan Bible Dictionary. This defines the concepts. It tells us that 7 means perfection, that spirit means breath, wind, and that eyes represent knowledge and watchfulness. Part 2. The Science of Language. 3. Etymology. The science of words. Language is not accidental. Words carry the DNA of history. When we analyze the names of places and people, we find the same roots appearing in Africa, in the Middle East, and in the Americas. The Hebrew root system. In Hebrew, every word is built from a root, usually 3 consonants. The meaning flows from that root. Case study. Judah, Quiddah. Hebrew, Yehuda, Strong's 3063, root, Yad, meaning hand, or Hod, meaning praise, glory, meaning the praised one or the hand of God. The transformation. Originally there was no J sound, it was always Y. Yehuda, the H is soft and often drops in pronunciation. Yehuda, Yehudah. Y-E-H-U-D-A-H, Y-E-U-D-A, Y-H-Y-D-A-H, O-U-I-D-A-H. The evidence. The city in Benin, West Africa is called Quiddah or Wida. This is not an African native word, it is Yehuda. It is the name of the tribe preserved as the name of the city for thousands of years. Case study: Azaruf, Yucatan, Hebrew composition, Eretz, land, earth, Akaret, over beyond, Azaruf, the land beyond, the transformation, Azaruf. As the people migrated to the Americas, the sound shifted naturally. AR becomes U, meaning place, or the place. Zar becomes CAKA. Ref becomes Tan, Fan, THAN or TAN. Result, Yucatan. Therefore, Yucatan literally means the land beyond in Hebrew. Case study 3. Azaruf, Lucayan. Original people of Bahamas, Lucayan. Breakdown, Lu from L or R, meaning power, place. Ka from Za, meaning this. Yan from Am or Im, meaning people of the land, people of Azaruf. Case study 4. Kidron, Atlantic, Hebrew, Kidron, root, Kader, meaning to be dark, black, dusty, also means to mourn or cloudy. The application: the physical brook Kidron is a small stream, but symbolically it represents the great dark water. The Atlantic Ocean is the Kidron. It is the Black Sea that runs between Judah, West Africa, and Azaruf, the Americas, or Jerusalem. When the scripture says he passed over Kidron, it means crossing the great ocean. The hidden power, the C, K, and Q connections. In Hebrew, the letters Kef, K, Kuf, Q, and Kef, CH, represent strength, cutting, circles, and possession. They are interchangeable with the letter C in all modern languages. They are the hidden connections. Kadesh, Kenya, Hebrew, Kadesh, strong 6944, meaning holy, sacred, set apart. Root, Kadesh, to sanctified, to be holy. Connection, the connection. Kenya, this name is Kadesh. The D softens and drops out K, Desh, becoming Kenya, meaning the land of holiness. Karaf, Caribbean, Hebrew, Kariaf, meaning city or company of people. Root, Kara, to call, to gather, to possess. The connection, Kiraf becomes Carib becomes Carib becomes Caribbean, meaning the land of the city, a gathering of people. Ke'anan, Canada, Hebrew, Ke'natan. Strong's 3667, meaning to humble, to subdue, to purchase. Lowland connection, Canada, derived from Kenata, Ke'anan, and Af, the land of Ke'anan, meaning the land possessed. Kedar, Ketan, Kitty, Congo, Hebrew, Kedar, meaning black, dark, power, son of Ishmael, the connection. Congo, the name of the great kingdom in Central Africa. Root, KDR equals KNG. The D becomes N, the R becomes G, meaning the holy ones or the powerful dark ones. Core, coast, Cuba, Hebrew, core, meaning round, circle, full measure. Core in Latin means heart or center. Coast, the edge of the land. Cuba, from Kub, Kav, hand, side. Calabar, from Kolba, all the sons of the whole great coast, of the whole gate, Kushta, coast, truth. Kushta, coast, truth. Kushta, Aramaic for truth or perfection. Kush, as in custodian or kusham, all come from the root KST, meaning to stand, to keep, to guard.